Welcome back to the show. Well, spring is in the air. I know there's still some snow on the ground, but we're starting to see temperatures later on in the week. We might even hit some double digits coming up. And as you know, it's officially spring. It's an exciting time for many reasons because we are looking at, changing things up a little bit. We're looking at, of course, those outdoor spaces are going to be coming up. Want to get a little organized, perhaps some spring cleaning. No better people to help us with that than my next guest. They're the Style Guys, Jason and Ali. How are you guys?
Hey, we're doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Well, as soon as I hear that we're going to be talking about spring, guys, I certainly get excited. And let's start, Jason, with those outdoor spaces, because I think a lot of times, we wonder what to do back there, and many people, don't even know how to begin planning. What are some of your strategies with beginning to plan those outdoor spaces?
Yeah, well, I'm going to let Ali take this one because
sure.
he's the outdoor design expert. So I don't really get too much of a say. I let him do what he wants.
Yeah, I
love
mean,
it.
we're definitely super excited to get outside. Winter's been a bit of a slog, so we definitely want to enjoy these outdoor spaces a lot more. And it's really time to sort of get inspired and start thinking about budgets. And Jason and I always like to think about a theme every single year.
Okay.
And this year, we're super inspired by one of our favorite patios in LA, and it's called the Ivy. It's really great for, watching all the stars. Like you can see, the whole theme is sort of over the top garden party. There's bold florals. We found this amazing serving set that kind of fits the theme perfectly with these large peonies, a rattan tray, and then of course all the gorgeous outdoor lighting to make sure that our parties can go well into the night and still look fabulous. And then of course, if you're still looking for inspiration, HomeSense right now is just packed full of all the spring must-haves, all at affordable pricing. Of course, you can make sure that you're creating that beautiful outdoor moment.
Ali, is it good to shop early, like for these sort of things?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think going to HomeSense, you can see that they're restocking their shelves all the time just because things are flying out the door. But you, of course, want to shop early and make sure you're getting all the good things.
Jason, off the top, I mentioned spring cleaning, and it's inevitable when it comes to spring, right? We all have to start thinking about it. What are some of your tips on getting started with that spring clean?
Yeah, well, the first tip is to absolutely pick a day and commit to it. Nobody really wants to do their spring cleaning, least of all in this house. We definitely don't want to. And our schedules get really busy with work and with social commitments. So we pick a day and we start moving things around. We get some of the furniture out of the way, and we try and get in the corners. Now, that is our spring must-have right there. It's the Dyson V15 Detect Absolute. Doesn't miss a thing. Really good at getting in the corners. And also, I'll note too that we're talking about dogs. You're a dog lover. We have a puppy as well. We want to make sure that we're thinking of them as well. And that laser is totally safe for everybody. So
Okay.
So we can rest assured with that. And the other thing we like to suggest is to have an air purifier running in the room if you can while you're doing your spring cleaning. Of course, when you're getting up high, you're dusting, you get a lot of that. Those dust and allergens into the air. So it's nice to just get them all trapped, and then you have a home that feels as safe as it does clean and organized.
I know another thing you have and wanted to talk about today is rewarding yourself, and I think that we'll probably get to that in just a bit. Let's talk Easter, though, because Easter is coming up, and I understand you guys are going to be hosting some young people. So your nieces are coming for Easter. What would you plan for? Because they're a little bit older, aren't they?
Exactly. And Easter is around the corner, like you said. So for us, we've always hosted our nieces and had an Easter egg hunt, but they're getting a little too old for that. So we thought, why not do a really fun baking day with them, which I know that they're going to be super excited about. Of course, we're all bakers in the making. So we're doing pastel Easter donuts this year, a recipe we found at bakegood.ca. We were a little bit intimidated at first. However, these were super easy to make. You can make the dough ahead of time, all using Fleischmann's traditional yeast, which, fun fact, has been trusted to make all bread rise to the occasion for over 150 years. Super simple. All you need to do is make the dough, roll it out, and bake it. And then, of course, we finished it off with some really delicious buttercream icing, some crushed chocolate eggs to kind of keep it a little bit more festive. And they taste delicious, and they're so much better than store-bought.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I've got to check out that recipe. That sounds absolutely amazing. Well, I mentioned rewarding yourself. A great way to sort of reward yourself for that spring cleaning you spent all day, making sure every nook and cranny is clean, is perhaps treating yourself to a spring cocktail. What do you have in mind?
Well, it can definitely get you thirsty for sure. So, yeah, we like to think of spring cocktails as being a little bit fresh, well garnished, and of course, just changing up your routine a little bit. So, the one that we have here for you today, it's called the High Rye Ball. Now, this is a twist on a classic rye highball, and we've made this using rifle rye, some ruby red pink grapefruit juice, and club soda. Now, we use the rifle rye for this. It's got these deep notes of banana bread, toffee, chocolate, and creme brulee. It's a real feast of a whiskey, and it's made right here in Calgary, where we're talking to you from. It's where we live,
Nice.
and it's made using prairie grains. So the great thing is that you got a little drop, a little taste of Alberta in every drop, as they say. And it recently won Best New Whiskey of the Year, so
Wow.
something that we can all be really proud of. And then the last tip is for any spring cocktail to make sure that you're thinking about those garnishes. It just adds that depth of flavor and, of course, makes it look really pretty as well. So for this one, we've got some grapefruit zest and rosemary as well. So balanced and delicious, and it's going to keep the dust down.
About 60 seconds left here, guys. What about a skincare reboot, right? It's spring, and we should be changing things up a little bit.
Absolutely. You know what is springtime? Graduations are coming up, weddings are coming up. We want to look our best. So a must-have for anyone who wants to sort of feel good in their skin is by introducing collagen into your sort of daily routine. Over the age of 20, we produce 1% less collagen in our skin every year. By introducing it into our morning routine, you can see improvements in your skin smoothness and elasticity. Our favorite is the NeoCell Super Collagen. It's amazing. I love it because not only is it hydrolyzed, which means that it can really sort of dissolve and break down really easily, but it not only helps your skin, but also healthy hair, nails, joints, which also is really great because spring is a good time to get to training.
Absolutely. Well, I just came back from 10 days in the sun, so that collagen's probably something I should add.
Yeah.
Guys, always a pleasure having you. Thank you so much for joining us again here on Daytime Ottawa. We'll be back to introduce you to a great art show coming up right after this.